Hey folks, this is WooFDriver coming at you live. Just a quick update. I know I've been a little erratic my posting just because of the nature of Facebook. It's hard to reach everybody, so we use other venues now, of course the website, and really updating the YouTube channel. I'm going to turn the camera around here for a second if I can figure out how to do that. There we go. Just with the boys and Princess right now. We're doing a free range and run. And yeah, so basically on the WooFDriver Facebook page, it's just people don't get the updates and it's just very slow moving. So what I've been doing is doing a lot of YouTube posting, working on that channel, and we're going to do a lot of live events there as well as Facebook, but Facebook's just taking a back seat a little bit lately. So in any case, right now we've got about 2 miles in of hopefully 4 to 5 miles. Got the old gal out here, Princess. She's always out here with me, and she's just catching a chill. There she is, a little dirt around her eye. The Z-Man, Zorro's the, I told you about the YouTube videos. There's the camera on Zorro, and got the Chaser right here. Hello, Mr. Chase. Chase has got a camera harness that he can wear a camera too sometimes. He's a good boy. They're all good boys and good girls. And this is the Jagster. Mr. Jaggy, what do you got to say for yourself? So, right now, in case you're new to WooFDriver Facebook, we do a lot of, I'm a dog adventure essentially. So I go pretty much all over the East Coast doing all kinds of customized adventures, for lack of a better term, where I have specialized bikes where the dogs actually run or jog with the bikes. Kind of mushing, kind of an urban style mushing, but they're not out in front. So you can find more always on the WooFDriver website, woofdriver.com. And right here, hello Victoria. Thank you so much. They are doing well. Hey Mimi, how are you? Fortunately, all the guys, meaning Zorro, Chase, and Jag, are doing well, and the pretty Princess. And if you've been a WooFDriver fan for a while, you know Princess, she's pushing about 14 and a half now, and getting her out here with keeping a daily regiment of consistent activity for her, something she wants to engage in, will gives her mobility in her joints, and it helps, I guess, fight off arthritis and other health related issues that all dogs and us humans get with mobility. So it's really important for me to get her especially. The boys are about 8 to 9 years old. They're all relatively the same age. So they've been doing this all their lives. Princess has been doing this with me since she's been 4. I've had her for about 10 and a half years now. So, and you can see I take them all over to different areas, as I said. Some of these areas we can be off leash, and I have ATVs where we can free range is what I call it. Just like other animals free range. They're totally off leash, they're on GPS collars, and pretty much they have the run of the lands. I use an ATV. Some people say, well, why don't you walk? Well, it's a little difficult because these guys and gal, even at her age, like to get into places that are hard for an average guy like myself to get into. So I'm talking about keeping up with them speed-wise, or going through the stream bed, or through the thicket of brush and woods and all different kind of plants and branches that have fallen. I can kind of ride right over them in the ATV. And for the dogs, it's excellent activity for them to step over the branches, work through the brush, and even we come to some rocky areas. Their Princess is getting up. Now, usually the dogs are on command, will stay. But with her, if she needs to get up, I let her get up because she's going to stay right here. And she's she's got seniority, basically. She's been doing this for a long time, of course, and we want to, when it's time for her to get up, I let her get up, basically. But I'd rather see her get up than want to stay laying down all day. So essentially, as I was saying, it's cool what we do, and I love talking about it and telling about it, so you can definitely check out my websites and ask questions here. Hi, Mary, how are you? Hello, Mimi. Good to see you, too. And Paula, thought of your baby. Sure. Oh, great to see everybody. Princess, good girl. So what I was saying is, so you see the house in the background. The lands I take the dogs to free range are private areas that I've got leases negotiated, actually. Most of them are farm areas. The place I'm at today is more in the woods. It was an old mill, actually, so it's kind of swampy, which is really good for us because it gives the dogs constant access to water. A lot of low-lying land, so a lot of puddles build up, especially if it's been raining. And there's a lot of mud also, which is fun territory for the dogs. It also makes it challenging for me. Again, that's why I'm using an ATV. I use a few ATVs at different locations. This one, as you'll see, has an unusual tire. Those of you that know about ATVs or tires, this is a mud tire, and that's because the thicket is here. I mean, the mud just gets so thick that I've gotten stuck in it many a time, so we put mud tires on, which helps me navigate through it a lot easier. And that's Princess. Princess is, ever since I've had her, she's kind of a nervous dog, which is nice because it keeps her mobile. Every dog has personality, of course, and that's why we love them so much, because they're all individual and they have their own quirks and their funny habits and their ways to responding, etc. So you learn to work with it. Like Princess being with her, she's like a cat on a hot tin roof, we like to say. You learn to work with that, and using it to her advantage, it keeps her active. And instead of trying to discourage it, I encourage it. That way, she's sure to get a lot of exercise throughout the day. So we're at home, she'll just pace back and forth sometimes. She'll get a couple miles doing that, believe it or not. So this kind of terrain today is pretty hilly, as I said, muddy, so their paws kind of get stuck into it, so they have to work harder to get through it. But that's all part of the exercise regimen I try to give them. So that's what we're doing. Another thing, so Chase got up. He's been down for a little while. But what I'll do is, if I need to put him down, I don't like him to release himself. Plots, Chase. And Huskies, there you go. Plots, good boy. Plots is a German word. Come on, good boy, good boy. So when he plots, good boy, good Plots. I don't have a wide end. Zara plots. Zara thought it was time for him to get a pet too. Good boy, Plots. So what we want to do is keep them in a down or a plot. Plots means, it's German for down, and it's how they train police dogs. They train most military protection, police dogs, etc. in German because it's a sport or an art called Schützen. And that's how I was trained. Not on the protection work, but my master trainer was a Schützen trainer. And so we've done those commands, but they're kind of nice because you won't find people, at least in my area, that know a lot of German, so they could talk to your dogs and the dogs won't necessarily respond to those commands. You want them to just respond to you, and that's where that comes in. But Plots means to lay down. A proper Plots is with their stomach, just like Jag and Zorro are laying, their stomach fully touching the ground. Chase is almost in a curl, which would not be acceptable in Schützen training because, again, the dogs are more alert in this position when they have their paws out in front, and all four paws are parallel to the ground, not perpendicular. So, hello from Detroit, Michigan. Judy, how are you? Thanks, Mimi. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate it from you, Jody. So, basically, it's a little warm out here. It's about 85 degrees. The humidity is fairly high. It's going to get hotter as we go through the weekend. Today's Thursday. Tonight, we actually have a ghost hunt planned. Just real quickly, this whole thing's evolved into something I called werewolves. W-O-O-F-S, as the way I'm spelling wolves. Because the dogs, I'll take them out a lot of times, especially during the summer at night to do our adventuring. At first, I did it because my work schedule, a couple of lifetimes ago with other Huskies that I've had, my work schedule would only allow me to get out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. During the winter, with daylight savings time, it was dark. So I had to learn to navigate and ride the dogs in the dark to get them the proper exercise. But now, because I like to run them all year long, I go in the warmer months in the dark purposely, by choice though, because it's cooler for the dogs and it's fun at night, a little bit mysterious. You see nocturnal wildlife. During the summer, it's easier for us humans to take. We don't have to be as bundled up. And you get some really cool scenery, if you will. We use special cameras, infrared, etc., see owls and everything else. But this has turned into where we've explored abandoned houses and other historic areas, because all over this area where I'm at are Civil War remnants, there were battlefields, etc. So we've done what we call ghost hunting, and we're going to be doing some of that tonight. I have a werewolves Facebook page you can go to. Chase is starting to talk, he wants to go. But that's a quick check-in here on the WooFDriver side. And nope, Jag plots. So Jag got up, Jag plots. Now, the true way, plots Jag. Jag. Good plots. So the true way would be to take him back to where he was if I was really training him hard. And again, Princess, she's up. Probably see some other animals. There's sheep around here that are free-ranging, actually, and there's feral cats. So, but they will listen to my command, and that's why I'm able to have them intermingle with the other animals here as well. And I've got some footage of that on the WooFDriver website. So I'm WooFDriver. Great to see everybody. I'm going to be signing off. Answer any other questions here. Angela, from Nashville, Tennessee. All right, great to see you. Thank you so much. Jody, sorry, because I'm in the sun, it's hard to see. Jody is asking where I'm located. We're in Maryland. Sure. I'm in Maryland. I go all over the East Coast, but my home is in Maryland, and most of the places we travel are in the Maryland region. Okay, and Mimi, what time for the ghost hunt? Actually, we're going on a tour at 9 o'clock, and we have a room in this real, how can I say it, Civil War rich hotel in Gettysburg. So that'll start at 9, and we hope to do some broadcasting from there. So that's where we're at, folks. Look forward to seeing you real soon. Again, I'm the WooFDriver. Have a great day, everybody. Signing off for now, and hope to see you soon.